Hi guys, so what I want to do today is actually make a quick video of what's actually in my day pack, which I'm using now as a basic Exodus pack. And all it is taking the side pouches off the ex-army Bergen, and you can clip them and use this thing they call a yoke, which straps, to make your own little small pouch. So I just wanted to run through what's actually in it, and what I've kept on me. First of all, obviously towel, self-explanatory for washing and drying and everything else. But here I have 2 walking sticks, and these will be used to make a tarp shelter, some sort of decent tarp shelter. Very lightweight, and like I said, good for making a tarp shelter. At the bottom you'll notice I do have a tarp of sorts, which is just clipped around these extra straps here, which we're not doing anything, so I decided to utilize them and make a loop out of the straps there, and then just strap on this, which is just basic ground sheet. So if I wanted to just go for a tarp shelter with a sleeping bag, sleeping mat, it'd be nice to have a ground sheet. It fitted on it really nicely, so, and I can just use this, like if the ground's wet today, which it is, and just lay it all out and put all your things on it so they keep nice and dry. So that goes on the bottom. So we have a ground sheet, we have 2 poles. Let's see, I've also added these carabiners. Get some carabiners because they come in really handy. And what's good about these side pouches, you've got these little loops everywhere, like webbing loops I think they call them. But yeah, great, so you can have all sorts of things hanging off your pack. I mean, extras like bottles of water with clips on them, solar panel, a poncho. You can have a big poncho with in its own bag hanging off the side of. You can have lots of things hanging off the side, and what does it matter when it's on your back? It's on your back. So very good to have these webbing straps. I mean, well pleased with this Bergen. Absolutely brilliant. And you're going to see from this video that the amount of stuff that morning. The amount of stuff that you can get in these is absolutely amazing. We'll start with this side. So I did a video before I went out today, and I've got some food there, bread, which is not for me, it's actually for the birds, but I just wanted to have it fully loaded. So you can take bread with you, or sandwiches or whatever, you still fit them in the top, there's loads of space. So got food there. I have just a regular sleeping bag, so there's part of your sleeping system. I added an essential into it just today, because if you got caught out for 3 days, let's say, it's not madly essential as such to survive, but a headlamp is great when you're in the outdoors. I know this from experience, because you know, you wake up and it is pitch black, and it's good to have something you can put your hand on and have just some light. Of course it is battery powered, but it's USB also, so you can charge this from a universal USB. So if you have a generator and a solar panel like me, or if you have a solar panel standalone system, you can charge it, or if you have a battery bank, you can charge it if you ever run out. So there you've got a lamp, headlight, and I have a sleeping mat. This is inflatable, you have to blow it up. You can blow it up yourself. It takes about 2 minutes and you get a bit puffed out. I've seen these things which are like bags. You can open these bags out, seal it like that, so it's like a balloon, and then you put the nozzle onto it and you blow them up like that. Good idea. I don't mind. For 2 minutes. Inflatable mattress with the sleeping bag there. Soap for washing. Obviously cleanliness is one thing that you have to do. Soap in a holder, because obviously when you use the soap it's going to be wet, and then you want to be on the move. Where are you going to put your wet soap? The soap will get everywhere, the grease that's in it, the oil will just get everywhere. So I learned when I was out in the wild just to keep your soap in a soap holder. It's a bit bulky, but you know, I suppose you could keep other things in that holder, keep it nice and sound. But yeah, soap in a soap holder. I mean, I've seen other videos where people have took grates of soap off, but you know, soap for washing. I'll put more personal, that one. And here's just a temporary poncho, waterproof, because yesterday I was out and I didn't have my main thicker poncho waterproof jacket with me, so I was like, oh, it would have been good to have I just take this top to sit on actually, because the floor's still a bit wet. It would have been good to have a waterproof jacket, but a waterproof poncho, I mean, you could even cut a hole in a bin bag and stick it over your head. Whatever keeps you nice and dry. So this could easily be a bin bag with a hole cut in it. Or maybe 3 holes for your arms and your whatever. Just keep it simple. But there's a very basic waterproof poncho. That's more personal stuff. And here you have tent pegs. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was really designed for the tent that I had in a separate container. So you had 6. I had 2 of the porch, 4 of the corners. But then there's also like 4 extras if you wanted to put some extra clips in there. So we got like 10 tent pegs. That should do you. So that could go in with cover. What else do we have? Inflatable pillow, just for that bit of comfort. I know you can make do without, or you can take your jacket and use that as a pillow. But to be honest, you know, it's so flat, and when you blow it up, it only takes 10 seconds to blow it up. I mean, you have yourself a nice little pillow to put your head on if you're a rough sleeper. Some more of that shelter there. And I have a battery bank, which is a solar panel one. Not that good. I wouldn't recommend them, to be honest, because the clip broke out there. On the other one, the clip broke out, but I was out in the wilderness at the time and I didn't hear it drop. So I lost that one just because of the O-ring that keeps it on was just poor quality. And on this one, the plastic is even broke. So poor quality. So I wouldn't recommend them, but definitely go for a solar panel, small battery bank if you can. That's more personal. Here you have a canteen. Oh, this is obviously ex-military type of a canteen. It's actually a litre there, and the reason I use this bottle, I mean, I use other bottles like a normal 1 litre, you know, juice bottle or whatever, to fit in bags, but this being a smaller canteen, it's just easy because you can just put it in the top like that. I mean, it's so small and compact. It is suited for putting it into the side compartments. So that's personal there, canteen. And then I have a full tarp for shelter. This was from military as well, ex-military surplus. So they have tarp, and I put the pegs there with it. And now here I have like a day pack which I've set up, and this has all different bits from anything you'd need from first aid. So here we have elastic bands, we have pegs, we have a face mask for any dust or volcanic ash, we have tubular bandage, we have We have medical tape. We have painkillers. Again, we have cotton buds for wounds. Another tubular bandage. Have a space blanket in case you get cold, like sort of thing. Have reusable cable ties. There we have some fishing line. That's about £60, so it's not gonna break on you. You have some sort of string, just regular string. Green ties, which are handy for tying up things. We have a fire steel for combustion. We also have a lighter, matches, and the match striker starter. And also around the lighter, it's wrapped in duct tape. So if you needed some duct tape, you've got the duct tape wrapped around your lighter. And if you wanted to make a fire from a bow drill, there's a limpet shell which you use to put between your hand and the drill, and so then you don't burn your hands and you can get a lot more going on it. And we have a pencil, just obviously writing stuff down, marking stuff out, and a pencil sharpener, obviously for the pencil, but this can be used to sharpen sticks to create that swarf which you can help when making a fire if you're struggling. And then I have some glow sticks which can be combined with any sort of cordage, string, and used to maybe signal people. So a couple of glow sticks. And then you have I got to throw a pH tester in there. So if you go to some water which is you're not sure about, or you can just instantly put these what they call litmus paper into the fluid, and you can see how acid or alkaline it is. So you may come to a stream and it may be totally acid. It would be not very good for you to drink that water. I mean, tap water is slightly on the acidic side, but if you go to a nice pure spring, it'll be slightly on the alkaline side. So handy little thing to have in your day pack, because like water is the most important thing. Then I have a mess tin for doing any cooking, any boiling. I also have 3 like bin bags with sealable tops on them. These can be made for used for like collecting matter if you wanted to make a bed in a hurry or anything else, or collecting anything really. And I also have a spork, plastic spork in there. But I have actually forgot to put my water filter in there. I mean, to be totally honest with you, I trust in God and everything else. I know that the water I'm going to drink is sweet, even when wormwood, trumpet number 3, is passing over and is poisoning the water supply of the Roman Empire and killing them off. I'm still going to trust in God, or even I throw a piece of wood in the water like Moses did and make the marrow, bitter waters sweet again. But you can have that as a peace of mind. But all it is a bladder and a bladder and a filter. So that could actually just go in there. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That's in my little day pack. So you have a ground sheet if you need be to lay on the ground, so you've got a nice dry surface. You've got a blow up mattress for single. You've got sleeping bag, lovely. I mean, you've actually got real good comfort here in the day bag. I mean, you wouldn't get this in the military. Blow up bed to go with it. And then you have all your extras. So you've got your firelight and stuff, you've got your cordage, you've got your casualty, your painkillers, your face mask, painkillers, sorry I just said that, face mask, bandage, space blanket, you've got reusable cable ties, pH tester for precaution, you got calories if you wanted to cook anything, your mess tin, boiling, anything else. You got a spork to eat them products if you taking them in. A lot easier to eat with a spork than it is to eat with your hand. You have canteen. You know, you don't have to lug about litres and litres of water. I know it's the most important thing, but God provides the streams everywhere. You can even get moisture from other things like, you know, grass, and you know, if you live in a cold environment you have snow. So, you know, a good litre of water is probably good enough until you get yourself to your next watering hole, and then you can top up. So then you have cover. So you have a tarp, and you've got tent pegs to pin down that tarp. You've also got your poles for putting up your tarp. You've also got cleanliness, I suppose I could. You got your soap for washing, and you've got your towel for drying. You've also got a USB charger for a bit of electric, and you have your headlamp. In fact, there should have been, whoopsie daisy, there should have been a USB cable in there, so that needs to be added. Okay. Yeah, USB, cleanliness, calories. You can bring still a bit of food. There's still a bit of space in these. You've got your spare poncho in case it rains. So pretty much sorted for any sort of day and any sort of like 3-day survival. So hope this helps, and then I'll rectify these little problems. But until you actually do these things, you don't realize what you need. So I'll add to them, and then this is like a good little day pack. You know, very happy. Got carabiners there. You can add as many as you want, but to hang stuff off, hang my sunglasses off them yesterday. Yeah, great little thing. And these unzip, and then they go back on the Bergen. So great bit of kit, man. Well happy with that. So I've been Pastor Prophet Justin Roberts from End of the Age Bible Prophecy. God bless you all. Amen.